Hello, this is Doug Barnes, and this video is an attempt to explain a design alternative that I have come up with for the road changes that would alleviate the issues that I think people have with closing Washington Avenue. It does not change anything that Consumers Power has proposed for north of what I call the horizontal line of Roosevelt. So, and it also doesn't change any of things that happen at Washington Avenue and 88th Street. So the changes at along Riley, up and down 84th Street, uh, and anywhere else along, above basically the Roosevelt line, and here at the intersection of Washington Avenue and 88th Street. Those all I would maintain as suggested by Consumers Power. My changes, or my idea, is specific to along Chicago Drive. And the concerns I heard at the public hearing just over a week ago were about getting to and from the hospital. And as a person that lives south and west of the hospital, closing Washington Avenue is a concern for me. And certainly hearing the comments at the public hearing, I think it's a concern for most of the residents. And I believe most residents live south and west of the hospital. And most of the comments that I heard were, traversing the railroad tracks and only considering the new route that they would have to take of going up 88th to Riley and then back down this new paved intersection and road at 84th Street. None of them really kind of said, I don't want to go traversing down Chicago Drive, but I don't think they said that because they don't like to do it. Excuse me. It is such one person commented about how the intersection at the Business Loop and Main Street is a spaghetti mix, and I agree, it is. And I do not like having all the time it takes to get through Chicago Drive to traverse all the way into the hospital. So my alternate is basically, as you can see here, provides a secondary road that goes directly to 84th Street and then to the back side of the hospital. I'm very confident that that is a much faster route than going down Chicago Drive. And for all those people that do come from the southwest of the community hospital, I don't see any reason why they would take any other route than just this route. They wouldn't need to go up to Riley over the tracks and back down over the tracks. They can just take this new road. To accomplish that new road, I've condensed the land that Chicago Drive uses. There is a relatively large median, and there's even a turning lane here to get on to. So at one point, there's a 3-lane area of Chicago Drive. But all along this stretch of Chicago Drive, it is pretty wide. There is a lot of land that I think we can take and reuse. There is, unfortunately, a gas line that traverses that same angle near where I have this road proposed. But in looking at it and driving it many times since I came up with this idea, I'm still confident that we can make something happen along this route and provide this alternate road to address the concerns of getting to and from the hospital. How it happens exactly, I think the engineers can work that out. But this proposed alternate, I think, addresses the main specific concern of getting to and from the hospital. Certainly, there are people along Washington Avenue, businesses that will not enjoy the closed stretch of Washington Avenue. But I think it is important that we address the concerns that Consumer Power has. That we ultimately, I think it is the best decision to close Washington Avenue. I would not want to be them and have that situation of somebody getting in an accident on that stretch of road and then getting sued. Such a large corporation, I can understand it from their legal department standpoint. I would imagine that they're just saying you got to make a solution. So I think this alternate has many great aspects to get people, to approve this kind of concept to allow them to close Washington Avenue. I think there are, still obstacles. I think another thing that Consumers Power can do is, modify this existing intersection. Currently the easterly bound traffic from Maine travels into this intersection. I think nobody likes that, and I think we could address and improve that situation while we're doing this. As I said, this is a wide intersection. I think minimizing that intersection in the future would be a great solution. It is a very wide intersection right now, and I think minimizing it is another positive. Providing traffic routes for each of the different directions that would be coming, I think, is necessary. I'm not sure, exactly how the outcome would be, but this exit out and entrance into Herman Miller, I think, is a possible. Uh, it might be something that Herman Miller may have to lose. How much land they might have to lose, I think that can be worked out. But I think those are obstacles that we can overcome, and I think together with us, the city, Consumers Power, and Herman Miller, I think we can create a solution that is viable. I have shown this idea to Dr. Walkus, my neighbor, Phil Walkus, and he liked the idea. I showed it to my fellow commissioner, Steve McNeely, and he liked the idea. I'm more than willing to, explain this idea in more detail, show, better plans of it, go through whoever, Consumers Power or engineers, to go over it with them. But I hope we can find a solution that can make most everyone happy, especially Consumers Power, the city, and the majority of the residents. Thanks, and let me know if you have any questions.